Hi, I'd like to introduce to you a new consumer's guide we've just put together about reading the property clock. Now, it's all about the Australian property market. I just want to spend a couple of moments just talking to you about the size of the Australian housing market. Our current population is sitting at 23.7 million, and that's increasing by 388,000 people per year. That's almost 1,100 per week. Now, currently, there's 9.1 million households housing our population of 23.7 million. Now, for you mathematicians out there, if you divide that into the other, you'll find that there's an average of 2.6 people living in each home. Now, the size of the market is relatively large. Now, if we talk in dollar terms, the size of the Australian housing market, if everyone was to put their house on the market exactly at the same time, or if they were to value their homes exactly at the same time, the statisticians tell us that the value of the entire market is $5.2 trillion. Now, that may sound like a telephone number. Putting it in some sort of context, the value of the Australian Stock Exchange, if every single share in the market was sold today, it would raise $1.5 trillion. Now contrast that with the property market with over $5.2 trillion. It's about one quarter. The share market is about one quarter of the property market size. So the market is huge. And the entire Australian economy actually turns on the residential market. There's a lot of very interested players or stakeholders in the market that are trying to get a read as to what the market is doing. And this comes back to our property clock. So who are those players? Well, firstly, it's the government, the state governments, the federal governments, the local governments. All of them raise a lot of revenue from every time a house is either bought or sold. Then, of course, there's the banks and developers and builders and the media. Now, the public perception is driven largely by the media, the public media, or the 7:30 reports, the television reports, what you pick up in the newspaper. Perception is run by the media. Now, the media have a problem. That is, they're on a 24-hour news cycle, and they've got to find interesting things to talk about. So it's quite often that the media can take, when they talk about the property market, for example, if you live in Sydney and Melbourne, you'd be excused to think that at this time of this video, that the entire markets throughout Australia are going crazy and going through a boom period. In actual fact, that's not true. Sydney and Melbourne could be described as going through a boom period, but they only make up 2 of 10 markets. In fact, if you put Sydney and Melbourne together, you've got a population of around about 8 million people. And a population nationwide of 23.7, 8 million is not a true reflection of the marketplace. There are many other capital cities. In fact, in the top 10 population areas in Australia, obviously Sydney and Melbourne are only 2. So because the market it means so much to so many different people, and much of the marketplace is driven by perception, and sometimes that perception driven by the media is not always accurate. We've put together this guide as to what are the key signals, what is happening in the marketplace, what do they mean, how you can take advantage of it, how you can avoid making some common mistakes. Now, this guide's available, it's yours free. Just simply click on that download below, and I really hope you're going to get a lot of value out of reading that and understanding it. And if we can be of any assistance at all in helping you in your investment property journey, please contact us. Thank you.